Hello and welcome to this presentation in the addition and subtraction of matrices. I'm going to help you make more sense of adding and subtracting matrices and help you gain more clarity. We're going to execute a couple of examples, but first let's go through the fundamentals in regards to size, dimension, and the ways that matrices are put together. So first of all, you might see this in your textbook, M by N. That refers to M rows by n columns, and it's pronounced by. When you see that multiplication sign, it means by. M rows by n columns. Rows first, columns second. So for example, we have matrix X over here. That's got how many rows? That's got 2 rows by 3 columns. Matrix Y, that has 2 rows by 3 columns. And matrix Z has got only 2 rows by 2 columns. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you 3 hot tips on how you can best perform addition and subtraction of matrices. Tip number 1, this will really help you, is that you can only add or subtract matrices of the same dimension, same size. In other words, a 2 by 2 can only be added to another 2 by 2 matrix. Okay, tip number 2 is that you can only add or subtract corresponding elements. In other words, if you got an element in row 1, column 2, you can only add that to another row 1, column 2. The elements must be in the same position. Now, tip number 3 is that when the result of adding 2 matrices produces another matrix of exactly the same dimensions. In other words, a 2 by 2 matrix plus another 2 by 2 matrix will produce a 2 by 2 matrix. So let's do the first exercise. As I unveil it there, we're going to add 2 matrices. We're going to add matrix X to matrix Y. So let me just go ahead and write them down again. So let me just write the brackets here first of all. Matrix X is right there. Let me just drag and drop those values down here. Just copy them down. We have 2, 3, and 4 in the first row, and 4, 5, and 1 in the second row. Okay, let's add that. Plus, there's our plus, Y. There's our Y. I'm just going to copy that down. Put the brackets. Okay, what have we got? We've got 3, 2, 4. In the first row, 3, 2, and 4. Second row, 0, 4, and 6. What does that equal? Now remember, tip number 2, we add corresponding elements. So the corresponding first one, say we got here the number 2. It's row 1, column 1, and that adds to row 1, column 1, 3. So we add the corresponding elements. 2 and 3, we add them together, and what do we get? If we add them together, 2 plus 3, that will give us 5. So 5 goes right over there. What's another corresponding element? Well, the 3 and the 2. They're corresponding, that 3, that 2. 3 plus 2 gives us another 5. Okay, now we can add the first row, third column, to first row, third column. Corresponding elements, 4 and 4, add them together. Very simple. That's an 8 right there. Let me just close up that bracket there. Let's go down here, corresponding. What's the 4 corresponding to? Well, that 4 corresponds to the 0. 4 and 0, that's going to give us a value of 4. And we're going to add the 5 with the 4 there. 5 and 4, that gives us a value of 9. And finally, let's add the 1 and the 6. 1 plus 6, that gives us 7. Now you'll notice that the matrices, the first one is a 2 by 3, added to another 2 by 3. So the result is a matrix also 2 by 3.